Joining us on a Monday morning, not that much action in stocks so far today. The action actually is in gold and silver. Dow's up 70 right before the opening bell. Keith Fitz joining us. Why do you say this is the most important week of the year?
Well, we've got about 20% of the S&P 500 reporting this week, including many of the most anticipated, highly watched names. I think the volatility could be extreme, but more importantly, the profit potential they bring to the table, Stuart, fantastic.
With these big tech stocks this week, they've got to show that AI is improving their bottom line. That is the bottom line for tech stocks this week, isn't it?
Yes, I agree with that 100%. People have been, the bubble babblers have been talking about how it's a lack of monetization, but I think we're really going to see that accelerate. The proof point is going to begin emerging in strength this week in particular.
You said it's going to show it this week. AI is working for these big tech companies, and you'll see it this week. And if you don't, then that stock goes down, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, don't forget the big traders are also playing games. They're highly leveraged up their eyeballs. We've got the Fed waiting in the wings. They're looking for an excuse to take it lower so they can load up and take it higher.
Okay, Apple, you've always liked it. Are you going to buy some more?
Correct. Yes, I am. I think Apple is not behind in AI like everybody thinks. We're talking about one of the greatest companies in history, 2.5 billion devices out there, outrageous margins, cash flow. I think they're going to debut something very, very impressive this spring that's going to put them on the map. It reminds me of the lead up to the iPhone when they changed the form factor forever.
Wait a minute. What do they have in mind? Have you any idea? Got a big what are they doing?
Scuttlebutt.
Some
Scuttlebutt
new product
I'm hearing
this week, this spring?
Well, I do. I believe we're going to see something in the form factor arena. I'm hearing just bits and pieces of Scuttlebutt, looking at their patents. They're working on all kinds of dynamic things that suggest that the iPhones we carry, the watches we use today, may not be in sort of a Jobs world anymore. It may be something completely different that we don't even know we need yet. And
we're going to find out about it this spring?
I believe at the developers conference, yes.
Okay. Let's move on to Tesla. I know you like it. It's at 445. Where's it going?
Well, I, again, think we're talking about $600. I think it retakes the highs pretty quickly. The robotics, the AI, the data have been its key for a long time. We're going to see a lot of people obsess over vehicle deliveries, but they've lost the punch. You know, betting against Elon Musk today, speaking of Apple, is a lot like betting against Steve Jobs back in the day.
So $600 for Apple at some point?
Well, Apple, I think, has got to take 350 or 400 first, but, yeah, 600 by the end of the decade. But Tesla more immediately 600 and then much higher by the end of the decade.
I got it. All right. Thanks very much indeed. We'll talk to you again real soon.